Hi.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. I'm Irene. I'm from Spain.
I'm Haley. I'm from the United States.
Hi, I'm Zen. I'm from London.
I'm Illa. I'm
Nice to
from the US.
Which city are you from?
From New Hampshire.
Which part of America is New Hampshire?
Do you know Maine? It's next to Canada, Maine.
Okay.
And then New Hampshire is below there. So it's like kind of in between Canada and Boston.
I'm originally from California, and then when I was like 9 years old, I moved close to Atlanta on the other side. So I
Okay.
moved from like West Coast to East Coast.
Oh, and what do you like better?
Better? West Coast. California's, yeah, way better. I like it so much more than Georgia. The weather's so much nicer. The bugs are not as big. Just the southern part of the US has such big bugs.
What's your first impression?
I know that there's a lot of difference with American words and British words. Like you would say trash can, we say bin.
Bin. Yeah, we say trash can or garbage.
Garbage, yeah, we
Garbage
don't say garbage,
can.
we say rubbish.
And your favorite American food?
My favorite American food, I like burritos. I love just pies, apple pies. I don't know that that's originally American, but we like them a lot in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we have them a lot for Thanksgiving. They are very good. I'm gonna make one in like a month because Thanksgiving is coming up. I'll be baking.
How do you feel now that you've met a person from the US?
I had a few questions before, you know, what I've seen in movies and heard in music. Well, the way Americans are portrayed in movies is kind of like really in your face sometimes, especially in high school movies and stuff like that, you know, the preppy girl or whatever, and different stereotypes, but you're not like that.
I really like meeting an American person because such a strong energy and they look like they have a lot of confidence and I love that from American people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Have you been to the United States?
I went to Virginia.
Why did you go there?
Because my mom really liked it. She really liked it. She thought it was very pretty.
That's interesting.
Really?
Never heard anybody say they liked Virginia. I have
never
never been to the US, but I would love to go.
Is there a place in America that you'd really like to go visit?
Yeah, I would love like California and New York.
Is there food that you want to try? Fried
Yeah.
ice cream?
Well, I've also been to LA. Well, I've been to Hollywood.
That's also an area I don't really.
You always expect Hollywood glamorous and
Exactly.
everything, and I got there and I was very surprised.
If you go to LA and you think like nice and clean and like city and you'll see lots of like famous people and you're just surprised. It's completely opposite of that.
Yeah, it is. It was very interesting because I was on the Hollywood Boulevard and I was thinking, wow, this is not how I pictured this at all.
I want to try the Chicago pizza
Like in
barbecue.
It's good. It's really good. But you know, like most of the southern states have different styles of barbecue.
Actually,
So
I
there's
don't
like
know.
Texan barbecue, and then there's also like if you go to Tennessee, there's like just a different style of barbecue.
What's the difference? The kind of meat?
It's not the kind of meat that's different, it's more like seasonings that they use. It's just kind of like a regional style of sauce.
Does all the food come supersized?
Yeah, I feel yes. And I've had other people come visit from other countries and be shocked by the sizes of stuff. The food plates are bigger as well, like
Yeah.
serving size is larger as well. Even now, they change clothing too, the sizes to be bigger now. So like a one size here would be bigger in the US.
So they've done that recently.
I feel over the past like years they've changed the sizes like that because of also larger food consumption. You know, in America we can get like a drink like this big. It's like bigger than my head.
And it's cheap, right? Maybe junk
Oh,
food
yeah.
is really cheap.
I could get a coffee like this big for like $3 maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Do all Americans have a gun and have you ever used one?
No, and not a real gun. So when I lived in California, obviously I was like younger because I lived there until I was 9. But I didn't know of anyone that had guns. And then I moved to Georgia and I had like a culture shock. Even now, my family is the only one that does not have a gun in our neighborhood. I remember in elementary school, like there were kids, and it's more of like from what I've seen, it's a very southern and like Midwestern thing to have guns and be like, a hunting trip. And I was like, a hunting trip? Why would you want to do that? You go kill things for fun? That's how I feel about it. I don't like it.
Oh my God.
No, not all of my friends from Georgia either. Like not all of them have guns. But a lot of Americans do, and they don't have good background checks.
That sounds really dangerous.
It is really dangerous.
So because of that, insurance fees and the pharmacy and hospital fees are extortionate, right?
The healthcare in America is very messed up, in my opinion. We're the only country that like does that. Basically makes healthcare a profit. That's what it is basically. They're just trying to make money.
We have to pay a monthly insurance fee with
Oh, in Spain
because
we don't pay.
you don't pay at all?
No.
Oh, I'm so jealous. If you can afford to have private insurance, which is like for middle class, like I'd say not lower middle class and from there and up, like most people have some kind of insurance or they work a job, offers you an insurance policy. So you still have to pay for it, but it's a lot better plan and it might be cheaper for the benefits that you're getting. Like Starbucks has really good insurance.
Oh,
For young people,
Starbucks.
it's a pretty good place to work at because they give you an insurance policy and that's not normal for a job like that. Why would McDonald's give you an insurance plan? They don't.
EpiPens, you know, those are like $600.
Well, in the UK, we have free healthcare. You know, if you're on benefit, you don't pay for anything, but you earn under a certain amount of money a year, you also don't have to pay for anything. If you earn over a certain amount, you just pay for your medicine, and that's it. So
That's how it should be.
Even like with insurance, you still have your copay. So like there's still an amount that you have to pay and there's a minimum amount that you have to pay. And once it hits that amount, then the insurance will pay a lot more. So I think a couple of $1,000s a year with my family. I think I'm on my parents' plan still because I'm 22. And even then, like you still pay something.
I completely disagree with the US's healthcare system.
I feel like it's all mixed in.
But they all make money from each other somehow. They're linked.
Honestly, I couldn't imagine living in a country where I had to pay thousands of pounds or dollars for an x-ray.
And our ambulances aren't free. Yeah, they're a couple $1,000s.
Oh wow. In Spain it's for free, so
Well,
so
you just
shocking.
have to die if you can't afford it. That's the reality.
And I heard that to the hospital in an ambulance is like $2,000. Is that right?
It depends on where you are. Sometimes it can be more than that. It could be like $6,000 or more. Every state is different. Each state like has different laws and they all have different pay rates too.
How about the secrets in the US culture?
Depends on what kind of secret. I think all people have things they keep from each other. Even like, you know, married couples and like people in really strong, healthy relationships have like little things that they may not tell each other. Or I feel like maybe this is more about like sexual stuff in America because people think that we're like really open about sex, which we're not.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But they do these kind of parties at everyone's house.
Mm-hmm. That's a
what I
rich
saw in
kid
movies.
thing. People had a lot of money in the area I moved to. Like my family's not from that much money. People had a lot of money there. And these kids, like when their parents would go on business trips, they'd always do these huge house parties. I'm not a fan of being in a place where there are like drugs happening in a state where like it's illegal. Because like God forbid I get caught, my parents can't afford to pay the fine, but these people can. At those parties, I can't say yes or no because I've not been to one, you know? To meet an American.
So nice.
It was nice to meet you as well.
Thank you so much for letting us know.
Yeah. Thank you for asking and wanting to listen.
It was nice to meet
You
you.
too. It was so nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you
Thank you for telling me about America. I learned a lot.
I hope if you ever visit Virginia again, that you don't get sick over there either.
I don't know, should we hug? Shall we hug?